Welcome to the show. I'm your host, Connor Knowles, and this is the Nerdic Gods podcast, episode 280, 81. Yes, Daniel. Yes, good. Joining me as always, Daniel Neveroli.
What's up, gamers? It is a 281. Yep.
281 indeed, and we're coming at you with the highest level of audio quality possible.
Better than
the last 2 weeks. Thankfully, no one watches, so no one caught that. No one could understand me for like 2 weeks, so it's fine. No one cares. You understood me, Daniel. You got to hear my thoughts and opinions, and that's really all that matters.
That's nice. That's nice of you.
Daniel, how you doing?
I'm all right.
Having a good week.
Not particularly, but
not particularly. No, end of June. Not doing it for you.
It's all right.
It is.
We're in summer.
Yeah, we're
very rainy.
We're in summer. Oh, really? Yeah, it's been like really hot and then really rainy.
Yeah.
Yep. That's it. It's been like 90s with the sun out. Yep. Or it's pouring fucking rain
and humid.
Yep. It's the worst time of the year. Summer has become my least favorite season, quite honestly.
Unless you're like going and doing stuff.
Sure. Well, it's nice from that standpoint, especially in like Wisconsin and where you live too. It's just like, okay, because like winter, it's just like, okay, ain't shit going on. No one's going outside. It's too goddamn cold, too goddamn snowy. Nothing's happening. So it is like nice, but then you get the heat and the bugs.
Yeah. If you just have to
like,
exist in your normal day-to-day life, like you're just going to work, you're going home, maybe doing some errands. This type of heat and weather is ridiculous.
It's the worst.
Sucks. But then if you're going on vacation or you're going on hikes or you're going to the lake or the beach and traveling, like then it's like, okay.
Well, but all that though, I'd rather do in like 70 degree.
Yeah,
right.
Sure.
Like high 60s.
You gotta have to be near some water.
Right. It's like that's way better than this. It's just it's too much. It's too much, Daniel.
Terrible.
Miserable. Terrible. Daniel. It has not been another busy week in the world of video games.
No.
It's been very unbusy, in fact.
Very quiet.
Very quiet indeed. We're going to go over our fantasy critic, see how that's doing, do our halfway year check-in. We can also go over the Death Stranding 2 reviews while we're at it with that.
Yeah.
Because those dropped as well. It is Death Stranding 2 on the beach launch week. Kojima, you think he was pissed off when he saw the open critic? See, like, fuck you guys, because did you see that thing where he was like,
now you get it,
where the game was too good, so he had to change it? Did you see that?
No, but that's absurd.
That's what he said. He said the game was playtesting too well, so he had to change some things. Too many people were liking it. Yeah, he didn't want it to be too mainstream.
Yeah. It needs to have a little bit of an edge to it.
Yeah, a little bit. And I got like a fucking 90, and he's like,
you know what?
Fuck you guys.
I understand that though. I think more games.
Could he have had like a 97? I don't know.
Yeah.
Is that what he would have had?
I don't necessarily like. I don't know exactly what he said, but I don't disagree that I think games need to have a bit more of an edge and like not be perfect. Like I think having a very clean and sterile and perfect game is kind of not fun most of the time. I think what makes like a From Software game so great, not only do they play good, they have good art direction and music and all that kind of stuff, but there's like a level of like, they're not perfect. Like you find little glitches, a little janky bits or something, and like that, I think gives a game character. Even Death Stranding, it's like, that's a walking sim, and like the game's not really like holding your hand the whole time. But I don't know, maybe that's me. Nintendo's, I guess, the one outlier with that is like their games, I guess, have character in a different way. They're more whimsical and fun, they always have like new ideas, but trying to think of like a very sterile game that like is just too clean that it kind of loses it. Maybe that's Horizon for some people.
It's too clean.
Yeah.
Robot noises. Yeah, I think what he meant was more like I don't want to make something that appeals to everyone, you know?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think any of his games really appeal to everyone.
No, yeah,
personally.
certainly not. And this game has a talking puppet in it that
yeah,
is I will say the puppet though is pretty much the equivalent to the bird in the more recent Assassin's Creed games. You can like throw him up in the air and then like mark enemies with them. And he's like,
what?
Yeah. I didn't know this either. Yeah, that's what the fuck. Well, yeah, he's strapped to you. He's strapped to your thigh, and you know, he talks and stuff. But yeah, you can throw them up in the air and mark enemies with them.
That's incredible.
yeah, it kind of is, right? I mean, you could mark enemy. You already could mark enemies if you like got on a cliff and then press like L3 to zoom in, and then you could mark enemies that way. But yeah, if you're like closer to like an enemy base now, you throw the puppet in the air, and
the bird is so lame now.
Yeah,
like,
yeah, no. What about a talking puppet?
I'm gonna throw a talking puppet that has a different frame rate.
Yeah,
and everything else.
Yeah, it does have a different frame rate too. It's fucking, dude. It was so weird because there's like, so when you first meet the talking puppet, you're like in the submarine, right? And you go like into this black tar. I hope you don't mind if I talk about the Stranding to you a little bit. Okay, but then like
I kind of want to play it, but don't worry about it.
Underneath, I won't like spoil anything big. This is pretty early on. But yeah, underneath the black tar, like color goes away. So like all the characters are like gray, you know. And like I thought.
Oh, so is that why he was gray in the trailer?
Yeah. Because he's under the tar when you're in the submarine. It makes a lot of sense. Trust me. But yeah, I thought I didn't remember that in the trailer that he was gray, and I thought there was like something wrong. I thought I like put like accessibility. I thought I put like accessibility options on with like the blind mode or whatever, you know. And I was like, oh, did I like fuck with my settings? I was like, what? Because it was like a long ass cutscene where they were just gray, and I was like, what did I do? I was like, fuck.
What is happening?
Yeah, I was like, oh fuck, I fucked with the settings. God damn it. I will say this game tricked me out too in the beginning. I swear to God, because like first like 3 minutes it just opens with like shots of scenery, and dude, it looks so real. I was like, oh, he's going for like a live action thing. I was like, whoa, crazy, he's doing live action cutscenes. And then it wasn't until like 3 minutes in where one of them had like a floating rock in the background, and I was like, oh, this is the fucking game.
Yeah.
It's crazy. As soon as I saw like a character model, it was very clearly a video game. But like, Jesus Christ, when he was just showing me scenery, I was like, damn, he like took a camera out to Mexico. That's cool.
Yeah, I mean, that Decima engine is just gorgeous.
Yeah, it's some impressive shit.
I mean, go look at back when Death Stranding 1 came out and like how good looking that game was, you know, in 2019. Like those hills and mountains and grass, like that looked like, when it came out, looked incredible.
They got like sandstorms now, and like the sandstorm just looked incredible when you're like trapped in the middle of it, just sand floating around you and shit. It's crazy.
In the trailer, it looked like there's a lot more weather stuff. So
yeah, there is. There's a lot more of that stuff. All right, Daniel, let's get into our fantasy critic then a little bit. Well, let's just start with Death Stranding since we're already talking about it. Death Stranding. Let me go on Open Critic here just to get the latest update. Yeah, the game is currently sitting, let me reload this because sometimes it's wrong. Yeah, the game is currently sitting at a 90 over an Open Critic. Let's see, Eurogamer give it a 4 out of 5. IGN give it a 9 out of 10. Games Radar 4 out of 5. Game Informer 8.8. GameSpot gave it a 7. Outlier. That's what Kojima clapped for them. He was like, yeah, that's right, that's what I'm looking for here. Yeah, they get
Lucy
it.
James.
They get who reviewed it. Let me see.
I don't know.
Oh god, I hope it was Lucy.
Is it Timor?
It could have been Timor. I can't find GameSpot now. Yeah, whatever. Oh no, here it is. GameSpot. Diego Nicholas Arguello. Arguello. That guy.
Arguello.
Sure. Whatever, go with that. Yeah, I don't know that is either. Anyways, yeah, one of the highest reviewed games of the year now. Where is it for the year? Let me see. Open Critics got that thing.
It's probably the top 3.
Number 2. It is one spot ahead. Yeah, it's tied technically with Split Fiction, but you know, the balancing system, it has it one ahead at the moment. So top 5 for the year thus far is a fucking hell of a list. It's Claire Obscure 1, Death Stranding 2, Split Fiction 3, Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, 4, Blueprints 5, and then Monster Hunter 6.
Oh, and the Blueprints. I forgot about Blueprints.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Got up there. Yeah. Good for Kojima. Good for, well, he's probably pissed off about it, but good for the team, I guess. They're probably happy.
Yeah, that's a funny storyline. He's just upset. I wanted this to be a 7 out of 10.
All right. He's like, what the fuck? This is not what we aim for. He had a whole talk with the team. He yelled at them all, cursed them out.
It's reviewed too well.
What the fuck?
You're losing all your bonuses.
Yeah, certainly less divisive than the first Death Stranding, right? I mean, that one.
I think people get it now, at least.
Right. Yeah, that seems to be what's going on here. Yeah, because like, granted, I'm not super deep into the game, but like, the opening is pretty much just a giant tutorial, like the first chapter was, and that thus far was just more Death Stranding, you know, and so, you know, I'm sure it expands and gets more and more. I gotta get deeper into it, but yeah, I saw it definitely just does seem like a thing where, okay, people kind of get it now, and kind of get what you're going for more here, and they like it, right? And it seems you improved upon everything from the first game.
That's kind of what you'd hope from a sequel, but this game definitely seems crazier, so can't wait to see what that means.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm kind of thinking about playing 1 and then playing this game.
Yeah.
I haven't really been playing a lot, but
and not too big of a commitment, I'd say. I mean, because it seems like these are both about the same length. First one can kind of take you 40-ish hours. Seems like this one about the same.
Okay. Yeah, I kind of want to play him.
Yeah, go walk around, get some Norman Reedus going. You know, use a little bit more Norman.
Yeah, I forget how much I played, like 15 hours or something like that of 1. And then I think something else came out, and then I just never really went back.
So then, yeah, going into our fantasy critic now, who had Death Stranding? Was it Andrew? Andrew. Okay, so Andrew's list. Let's go over Andrew's list first, then, for our fantasy critic. Andrew currently has 60 points. What does he have out? He has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 games out. That's fucking good, man.
Yeah, 60 points for only 4 games, really, and technically, really only 3 games.
Only 3, yeah. Damn, he's killing it. Yeah. So his first pick was Death Stranding 2 on the beach. He got 21 points for that. Then he has Hollow Knight Silksong, which seemingly is coming out this year and will probably be huge, right?
Yeah, I mean, that's going to be at least a 10-point game.
Yeah, for sure. Then he had Clair Obscur, which got him 24 points and is the highest review game of the year this far. Citizen Sleeper 2, he's got 17 out of that. He's got Mina the Hollower, which got a release date now, which is going to be huge. Dude, this dude might win. Shit. Trails in the Sky, first chapter, that'll probably be pretty big too. And then he starts fucking up a little bit. So he had Lost Record, Bloom and Rage, got 0 points. I think it was higher at one point, if I remember correctly. I don't remember it being 0.
It dropped.
Did the second episode come out and it dropped? Is that what happened?
I think recently, yeah.
Yeah.
I think so.
Okay. So the reviewers seemingly didn't like the second episode that much. And then he has Everybody Golf Hot Shots. Interesting choice. So I don't know if that'll get him much.
I was kind of talking to him to make sure he did pick up things. So he was kind of going through what's even there to pick up. Yeah, there's not a lot left that are like, yeah. So I was kind of talking to him, trying to get him, making sure he actually, bid on some stuff.
Then he has a Hirogami game. Is that the little fox guy? Is that what that was?
No, this is that like origami looking game. You like get the abilities, and then this is the game we talked about. This game.
This was at PS Plus, right? Were you a fox? Am I crazy?
No,
you weren't a fox. Okay,
yeah, it's a different game.
Okay.
Or maybe one of those was a fox, but one you like turn into a ball or something. And
okay. You turn into different things. You're a shapeshifter. Okay.
You're you turn into paper. Maybe one was a fox and you're like jumping. That was like the jumping thing.
Because I remember
this was
fox, damn it.
Who is doing this game? Because this is like a Sega game or something.
Sega.
This was at the Keeley's Summer Game Fest.
Oh, is that the Keeley's? Okay, I'm thinking of a different game then. I think.
Yeah, this is at the Keeley's. This was like a little origami thing, and it was like I think it's launching into PlayStation Plus or something.
Okay. We'll see what that gets him then. Then he has Call of Duty Black Ops 7. Usually net you a few points, right?
Yeah, they usually don't do as good as they should have, but like Black Ops 6 did really well. So um, he'll get some points for that at least.
Then he has Keeper, which if I had any spots open, I would have gotten Keeper, or at least gone for it. I think that potentially could be very big.
Yeah.
Puzzle game from fucking, or adventure puzzle game, whatever they're going for, whatever it is over at Double Fine.
Yeah,
looks interesting.
It's a Double Fine.
Could see it being big. Then he has Chronos: The New Dawn, which, I don't know. I've thought about that. I thought about that one too many. Yeah, it was too risky for me. Like, I definitely had open spots and thought about it.
Yeah, they showed gameplay recently, and it looks really good.
But... Oh, it looks great. It's just I want to trust Blooper Team. Just still can't do it. Can't do it. You know.
Still can't do it.
They prove it with this one. Then it'll be like every time Blooper Team has a game, we'll all be fighting for it. Right? Yeah. But yeah, can't. Silent Hill 2 was incredible, but it was a remake, and you guys had a base foundation there of a great game, so can't trust them. Not quite yet. Then he has Lost Soulside. Good pick up. I still don't know where this one's gonna net out. Yeah, so I was very hesitant on this one, but I think it's a solid pickup nonetheless.
Yeah, you get points, I think.
Yeah, for sure. Then he has Tron Catalyst, which got a -2.
Yeah,
and if I remember correctly, you picked up the last one, because I remember to stay away from this because thinking
it was also a Mike Bithell game.
Yeah,
and like because I actually like named that game for him because I was like, you're gonna have to do you trust it or not? Like I didn't.
You threw him under the bus.
No, I wasn't trying to do that, but
you should have led him towards Mind's Eye.
I think that game was already out.
This game looks really good.
I promise. Then he wanted to like leave an open space too when we were talking, just in case.
Yeah, that's
he'll still have some time to pick some stuff up.
Oh yeah, for sure. We're only halfway through the year. So he's one more open spot. Then his counter picks are Borderlands 4, which you have, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah. And it's looking like that game's gonna be pretty good. So
yeah.
This
is where you're talking about he has a chance to win. This is where
he goes.
His two counter picks.
Yeah, because then his other counter pick is Metroid Prime 4 Beyond, which I have.
I think he didn't think was coming out.
I think that'll be pretty high. Yeah. This is also Andrew's first year. We should mention he's doing very good for his first year.
Yeah, he had a really good draft so far.
We can go into years then. Your first pick was Grand Theft Auto 6, which is not coming out this year. And who counterpicked it? That was Sims, right? Sims counterpicked it.
I called him out to do it because he
such a ballsy counterpick, you know?
It was. It was either going to hurt him really badly or, you know.
It worked. Shit.
We'll talk about his other counterpick.
He did also then have the worst counterpick ever.
He did have the worst counterpick.
So yeah, that's a 0 for you. That's a hurt for you for sure. That's a tough one.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, because that would have, that would have locked you up the game, honestly. If that would have came out, like that would have, because what is that, 40 fucking points on one game, you know? Something like that, something crazy. Quite honestly, like it would have been. There's no chance that's below a 95, you know?
That's a good point.
There's very few things that are like, that's a guaranteed 90, even 93, 94 and up. There's very few things you can say that about. Grand Theft Auto 6 is one of those things.
Yeah, I'd even say like the lowest, if you just want to say it, is a 90. There's no way it's not that.
Yeah, I don't know what I'm saying. I would be flabbergasted at that, you know?
If it hit 90?
If it hit 90, you know? Like, the only way I wouldn't be shocked is like honestly, 93, I'd even be a little surprised. Like, it would be like a little like, I wonder what's wrong with it. You know,
what is wrong with it?
It's literally what it would be. Yeah, at a 93, it'd be fucking crazy.
That's incredible.
But yeah, it's like that 3D Mario and a new Persona. You know, those are like the only things where you're like
a FromSoft game.
Yeah, FromSoft. Yeah, especially you know, if the Homeboy's directing it. You know, like it's like there's very few things that are like guaranteed. Mid-90s and up. Maybe even that is like, what is the last one, like high 80s? I don't think 8 is like that all that high, you know.
All the remakes have
remakes for sure, but
two and
regardless, it's very hard to fucking get one of those.
Rockstar never misses. really.
No.
Like prime Rockstar.
Zelda, I get like a new mainline
Zelda, you're
right?
right.
Yeah,
Zelda,
that's up
yeah.
there. Yeah.
Even the one that you got last year did like an 86 or
I don't
something.
think that was me. I think that was Sims.
Did Sims get that one?
I
Oh
think so. I
wait,
don't
yeah,
remember
maybe
having
he
that.
did.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe he did.
Yeah, you're right. It's yeah, so very few and far between for games that were guaranteed to hit high scores. Your second pick was Avowed. 10 points. About I think maybe we were expecting a little bit higher on that one. I don't know about you, but
Probably 84 is what I was expecting.
something like that. Yeah.
Got me at least 10.
Yeah, definitely a solid one to have still. Then you have Metal Gear Solid Snake Eater just coming out end of August. That'll surely net you a good amount of points. At like high 80s.
15.
15. Yeah. I would even go like 18. Like I could see 88 for that.
So?
Yeah. I could definitely see that. People love that game.
Yeah.
It seems like it's a really solid remake, you know? Yeah, that would be the only thing. Then you had Wanderstop, which got you 11 points. Pretty good. Pretty good.
Thought it'd be higher again.
Yeah, I don't think you can be too upset with that one, you know?
No, it's an indie game.
And a permanent indie game. Yeah.
Yeah.
Look good. Then you have Dragon Quest 1 and 2 HD Remake, which has a release date of, let me click on that, October 30th. So coming out later this year. That'll probably get you another like 15.
16? 15, 16?
Something like that. Yeah. I think I had the last one and it was 15.
You did.
3 HD, yeah. Then you have Xenoblade Chronicles X, the definitive edition, got you 17 points. Good pick.
Mm-hmm.
Then you have Borderlands 4. We just talked about that. Yeah, what are you thinking for that? Like a hard score? I would say like 14, 15.
I'd say anywhere between 12 to 15.
Something like that, yeah.
Maybe the lowest it'd be is a 10.
Sure. Yeah.
I'm trying to think. I think Borderlands 3 was kind of like right around when this first started as like Fantasy Critic. I think that got 11 points.
Okay.
I think this is going to do better than that game.
Next you had Lonely Mountain Snow Riders, got you 11 points. What was this one? This was like the sequel to a different one or something, right?
Yeah, Lonely Mountain Downhill. It was like the bike one where you're like biking down mountains. Really cute little like serene little indie game. I knew that did pretty well. So
then you have just the best named game ever, A Teller Yuma, the Alchemist of Memories in the Envisioned Land. Got you 9 points.
Yeah, I thought that'd get me a couple more, but it's all right.
They knocked it down because of the fucking name.
Because of the
then you have Sword of the Sea, which did get a release date. I think I remember.
Finally,
we were talking about this one, yeah, and it was risky, but it paid off. It got a release date.
I had to use my drop for Judas.
Okay, yeah. Coming out very soon too. Coming out in the middle of August. I think this will net you a good amount. Probably another like 15-ish.
I'd hope so.
Yeah, right around there.
I'd hope so.
Yeah, it could get down to like high 70s, I guess, but it could get some good points on that.
Yeah.
Then you have Shinobi Art of Vengeance, which comes out August 29th. It looks very good.
That game looks awesome.
I am way more impressed by this game than I am Ninja Gaiden Ragebound, if I'm being honest.
Yeah. This is
like when I look at them, like visually, I'm like, oh, this one looks fucking awesome.
It's because it's the same people that did Streets of Rage 4. It's like, go look at Streets of Rage 4. Yeah. That game looks so good.
Yeah, dude. Just the art style, just it's fucking great on this one. Then you have Nights in Tight Spaces, got you 6 points.
Much lower than I thought.
Much lower, yeah.
Much lower than I thought. But still, I didn't get negative, so I guess I can't complain too hard.
Then you have Lush Foil Photography Sim, got you 8 points.
It was higher.
Was
it was at an 84, and then like it got a few more reviews, and then went below an 8.
That game was kind of glitchy. Needed a few patches. What I remember. Then you have Marvel Cosmic Invasion. Looks fucking great, and
looks so good.
But it looks really good. No date yet, but I'd imagine. I think it'll hit this year probably, especially in previews.
It says winter. Yeah. So yeah,
it'll be an early December game. Be a good slot right there.
Sure.
And then you have Monster Train 2, which got you 18 points, and that was a very good pickup.
It's way higher than I
don't even know what is it. It's like a card game, right?
Yeah. It's a roguelite card game.
Should have known.
Where you're like fighting on a train, and you kind of have like different lanes that you're putting cards on.
Okay. Yeah, great pickup. I mean, that's one of the highest review games of the year. Then your counter picks, you got the Altars, got you minus 16. I had the Altars.
See, that's like a I'm I'll take the negative points
Take it.
Like
you deserve it.
I'll take that. It's like I only counterpick because the counterpicks were tough this year. So it's like, well, what am I going to counterpick? Yeah, it's like I wanted that game to be good, even if I counterpicked it. So it's like I'll take the negative points.
We should open this to games that go into early access. That is the one on our fantasy critic where I feel like that should be allowed. It's the ones that were in early access.
Yeah, that just gets too muddy.
Sure.
Like a lot of those don't even get reviewed.
Yeah, I guess after a while. But it's like, I don't like, should one of us not be able to pick up Hades 2? You know, just because it was in early access? I feel like one of us should, you know.
Baldur's Gate 3 was the same way, remember?
Yeah, that's a good point. I feel like those should be up so great. I like that we don't have remasters. I feel like early access ones we should have. And then your other counterpick was the unannounced Final Fantasy 9 re-something. What they're calling it now. Not coming out this year. Doesn't seem like it.
I mean, yeah, I didn't think it was coming out for a while anyways.
Rumors indicating next year, so hopefully that's a real thing. Sounds cool.
That'd be cool.
I'd play it. Let's go on to Salone then, who is fucking killing it this year. His first pick was Monster Hunter Wilds. It's got him 19 points. And he has Like a Dragon Pirate Yakuza in Hawaii. Got him 12. And he has Pokemon Legends ZA coming out. When is that now? October 16th. So surely going to net him some points there. Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, he has 19. Another great pick. I didn't expect that to score that high.
He expected to score really high. I doubt he expected it to be that high.
Yeah, that's really high. I would have thought like, I don't know, 84 is
the first one was like a 75.
Yeah.
Even though people really love that game, it just didn't critically review well. It just had a hardcore fan base.
Yeah, good for those guys. Then he has Rift of the Necrodancer, which got him 10 points. Tales of Iron 2, Whiskers of Winter, another 10 points. He has that Professor Layton game, which no date.
It's not coming out this year.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like it. Level 5, man, they just I always remember Deca Police when they were like, yeah, they delayed it from 23 to 24, and then in 24 they were like, no, 26.
Like, what are we doing?
All right, guys. Then he has Fuga Melodies of Steel 2, or no, 3, excuse me. Got him 13 points. Solid pickup. Yeah, Once Upon a Puppet. I got him minus 5 points.
He took a risk. He was telling me when he picked it up that it was going to be a risk.
Oh, okay. Certainly was.
I didn't even know the game.
Then he has Kirby Air Riders, which comes out 2025. This is the one Nintendo game I question if is actually coming out this year.
Yeah, maybe the beginning of next year.
Yeah, because it's like, okay, we've seen absolutely nothing. I don't know. Unless we get a direct. I mean, we will talk about a rumored direct. Yeah, unless it comes out in the direct, then they got like a lengthy trailer with gameplay and all that. Then I'll believe it. But yeah, this is the one where I'm just like, I don't know if that's actually hitting this year. Then he has Moonlighter 2, The Endless Vault. This one's flagged. Why is it flagged? Sprite at Plusbird from the latest trailer mentioning early access. A PR rep has reiterated that. Why did it go away? That the game will not have an early access period. Okay, that's why. Which is, will that be good? Moonlighter 2 was the first one. Did that review well?
It reviewed well.
Yeah.
I don't know how well, but
okay. Yeah. And he has the Hyrule's Age of Imprisonment game. So I'm gonna guess it's gonna be. It says winter 2025. I'm gonna guess that one's gonna be very late this year.
Yeah.
Then he has No Sleep for Kame Date from AI, the Somnium Files. Great name. Hell of a name, Daniel. It should get minus 20 points just for that fucking name.
He should lose this year.
Yeah, just for that. And then he got ballsy, and I love him for this. He picked the unannounced mainline Half-Life game.
It's not.
Love it.
Not even an out.
I love it when you motherfuckers get ballsy. I'm like, yeah, let's go.
That's Sims. Every pick he does.
Yeah, that is Sims.
Literally every pick.
Imagine if it does though. Does Stallone have this locked up if the Half-Life game comes out?
I don't know. Maybe
he might have it locked up because he's currently sitting at 87. So okay, he gets the Half-Life game. Stallone won, and you know what? He deserved it too.
For Babe Ruthing it.
Right, exactly. And then he has, oh god, what is this one? Redo Redua is Rydao remastered, The Mystery of the Soulless Army.
This is that like
the Atlas one, game? Right? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Got him 9 points. This just came out, right? Yeah, June 19th.
Yeah, just recently.
And then he had very good counter picks, which this will be, if he does win, this will be end up winning, or why he won, because his counter picks were Marvel 1943 and Football Manager 25. One of those got canceled in Football Manager, and then Hydra's delayed till apparently early 2026. We'll see. I'll hold my breath for that one. So yeah, he's currently sitting at 87, doing very good. He doesn't have too many heavy hitters left, though. I will say
he's very top heavy. That's kind of where I think he's going to start really slowing down.
Yeah, it's always Stallone always does shit like this where he picks up something like Once Upon a Puppet, you know, and it just fucks him. But yeah, okay, very good list thus far. Then we go to Natalie real quick. She has GOTY still coming out. That'll probably be, I don't know, 87 or some shit.
86, I guess.
Yeah. Doom the Dark Ages got her 15 points. The Outer Worlds 2 is looking very good. That could be high 80s. I could see that.
Yeah.
Little Nightmares 3, which just got a release date. Those typically review pretty well, I think.
At least an 8 for sure.
Something like that.
82 maybe. Yeah.
Then she had Dynasty Warriors Origins, which got her 11 points.
Which was a crazy pick. That was she drafted that game.
Yeah. That was, I counterpicked it because I'm like, oh, these Dynasty Warriors games review like shit. This one didn't. This one didn't. God damn it. Then she has Mafia the Old Country, which should be pretty good. Coming out early August. She has Dispatch, which we'll see if that actually ends up coming out this year. But that game looked awesome. And she has this Five Nights at Freddy's game, which is out, but there's no reviews yet.
Yeah, it's a little weird. But
yeah. She picked up the Midnight Walk, got her 10 points. She has that Digimon Story Time Stranger game. Which, does that have a hard date? Yeah, October 3rd.
Yeah.
She has that Reanimal game, which are from the guys that made the Little Nightmares games, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So they're putting out something like that apparently this year. We'll see if it actually is. And she picked out Silent Hill F, which looks pretty good. So we'll see. Yeah. Natalie's got a good list. Her counter picks were the Oblivion remaster. She got her minus 12, and then Trails in the Sky first chapter, which will probably also get her some minus.
Yeah.
We get into me then. My first pick was Metro Prime 4 Beyond. Still no release date. Hasn't come out yet. I'm pretty confident it'll come out this year still. I'd be pretty surprised if it got delayed out this year.
I would be too.
But yeah, I think that'll be pretty fucking high when it does actually come out. And my dog's freaking out. Can you hear that?
I hear him. Yeah, he's definitely coming through the window.
What he's barking at? Right.
I have no idea.
Then we got Sid Meier's. What was it? 7, 8, 9?
Yeah, 7. 10? And this is probably the biggest. Like, whoa.
Yeah, only 9 points. I'm shocked.
Shocked.
I was like, damn, this will surely get me like, I don't know, 15 points at least. Nothing.
I think everyone
it's just kept going down too. Like, it's been higher, you know. It's just keep constantly going down. It's like, all right, whatever. Sid Meier's, you failed me. Then I have Ninja God of Ragebound, which has a date now. What is the date? July 31st. So pretty soon here. Yeah, I think reviewers are gonna like this one quite a bit.
Yeah. I would have drafted it. You took that one from me.
Yeah. It was a good pickup. Then I had the Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion Remastered, got me 12 points. Just happy it was real.
Yeah, you were.
It's a ballsy pick. Then I had the Altars, got me 16 points. Very happy with that. That one actually turned out as higher than I thought.
That was also a really risky draft.
Yeah, it was a solid one. Then I have Skate Story, no release date for that one yet. I'd expect it to come out sometime this year. I mean, it's just been previewed so many fucking times now. It's like, Jesus Christ, put this game out already. Yeah, I think fall. I'll go like October-ish. I think it'll come out. I'd guess.
That's the next one you took from me. Every time we talk about this, we say that.
This is the move.
This one
then I had the Talos Principle Reawaken. I mean, 18 points. Very happy with that.
I knew it. I knew this game was
Yeah. Well. It was a good one. Then I have Ninja Gaiden 4.
And you got a good bunch of games right here.
Oh, yeah. then yeah, so Ninja God 4, I picked that one up after the Xbox Developer Direct back in January. Yeah, had to get it. I like the look of it. Platinum working on it. Combat looks fucking awesome. I think reviewers would be pretty kind to this one. Then I have 20X Pro Skater 3 plus 4, which I overspent on because none of you guys went for it. And I was like, okay.
I don't think I had space at the time.
Yeah, I just it was in that time period where we were all still questioning whether it'd be Tony Hawk's Pro Skater remake or if it was like a new game or something like that. And I just went for it on the remake because I'm like, okay, it's gonna be the remake. Made too much sense. I spent like 25 on it. Worth it, but no one went for it, so then I was kind of pissed. But whatever. It's gonna get me some good points. I'd expect like mid to high 80s, I'd guess. Then I have Morsels, which does not have a release date as of yet, but there's a demo out on Steam now, and this game looks interesting. I don't know what's gonna actually review at, but I don't know. Looks like one of those indie darlings where these reviewers are just gonna gobble this shit up, and I'm hopeful. Then I have Donkey Kong Bonanza for $1. This would be the one. If I win, this would be the one why I won. Because I got this before the direct even happened, and I was like, okay, well, that's pretty good get. Then I have Absolem, which is also another .emu. Right? No date yet. Roguelike .emu publishing. It's pretty good.
They usually don't miss with publishing. Even if it's not like a banger, it's usually not. It's like it's going to be a good game at least.
Especially this year because they're doing Ragebound, Ninja Gaiden Ragebound. They're doing this Absolem and then that Marvel Cosmic Invasion game.
Don't they have their hands?
No, Sega is Shinobi.
Oh, they're okay.
Or at least publisher wise, yeah.
That's right.
Yeah. And then I have the unannounced new God of War Greek project. It's still unannounced.
You have your free drop.
I do still have a drop. My thing with this is well, for one thing, multiple people reported on it and said it was probably coming out this year, so I just took a swing on it. And now rumors indicate that it got delayed into 2026. I'm hopeful they actually still announce it this year. I don't know how long I'll sit on it. Yeah, I don't know how long I'll sit on it, but PlayStation does typically do a state of play in like September-ish time. So I might hold out for that and see if they announce it there for 2026 and get a free drop. I might not need to.
Same with one of these your other game too.
Well, this hang on, we'll get there in a second. Real World, I picked up.
Yeah, that game looks good.
This is just a fun looking game to me. I'm just like, you know what? I'm picking this one up because I want to play it.
It's a good feel.
Yeah, you know, it's just a Connor pick. I want to play it. This game looks cool. I don't know what it's going to end up being.
You got to do that.
I'm just hoping for like 10 points, you know?
Yeah.
It's like if I can get like an 80, you know, then I'm happy with that. That'd be great. And then I have the unannounced next mainline Battlefield game, which this one I'm very confident I will at the very least get a date for. EA reiterated like as of this week that they're announcing this thing this summer. So it's coming. I don't know where. A lot of leaks I thought the reveal would have been at Summer Games Fest, honestly, but it seems like EA is going to do their own thing with this, which is fine.
It's a big enough game to do.
Personally, I think it's coming out this fall. I know we don't have a date, and we're getting pretty late in the year for that, but I think they're going to go for that November time period, especially with GTA getting delayed. I know things don't necessarily work like that, but it's like. Now's the time. Now's the time. Yeah, it's being play tested heavily. We know that by like everyone, and all those leaks. That's EA. You know, that's marketing. That's not fucking leaks. They're not just putting this shit out and like people signing NDAs and then just leaking this shit. That's fucking leaking our stuff? Is fucking marketing. You know, they're teasing us along.
Like Bob in the background leaking.
Right. And I think it will be very good. Like no matter when it comes out. Like I think.
You'd hope they learn their lesson.
Yeah, I think with Vince Bella on this, EA needs this to be good. I think things are lining up for this to be a good Battlefield. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. And then my counter picks were Dynasty Warrior Origins, which got me to -11, and then Atomfall, which got me -5. So not too bad counter picks. The Dynasty Warriors one hurt, but that Atomfall was good.
Yeah.
Then we got Chris. He had Split Fiction with 20 points. Elden Ring Nightwing with 11 points. Then he's got that unannounced Final Fantasy 9 remake, something. And he had Adam Fall. That only got him 5. 2 Point Museum, very high score.
Yeah,
with, 15. That was way higher than I thought.
Good for them.
Then he has a free drop of this Mugenics game, which is not coming out. And it's Commando's Origins. He got only 2 points out of that. Yester Gray Snowfall, he's waiting for reviews on. Dying Light the Beast, when is that coming out? It's like August. Yeah, August 22nd.
Yeah, that's going to get him probably 10 points at least.
Something like that, yeah. Eternal Strands at 4 points. What is this one? Blade Shimmer? Chimera. Wow, Jesus. 12 points. Hell Is Us hasn't come out yet. That's beginning of September.
That's I hope that game's good.
Yeah, that might be a sleeper one.
Yeah.
Who knows? Blades of Fire, he got 2 points. Promise Mascot Agency, he got 12 points. I
kind of want to play that game. The game seems goofy.
And then Karen, right? That's how we're pronouncing this one.
That's that
mining simulator thing. Yeah. Nothing. Chris always playing the same type of game. Picks up a lot of shit, and you're like, okay, all right, goes for it.
All the time, yeah, he swings.
Yeah, his counter picks were Tales of Iron 2, Whiskers of Winter, got a -10, and then Mario Kart World got a -16.
Yeah, he got hurt with these counter picks.
He did get hurt with those counter picks, yeah, pretty bad. And then Sims, who always just has the most fun list. His first pick was Marvel 1943 Rise of Hydra. 0 points because it's locked in. Someone counterpicked it. You get nothing. Yeah. Then he had Mario Kart World.
It was slow on the counterpick, both of them.
Which got him 16 points, which in hindsight, very good pick.
Yeah, he swung for that one.
And then he went for it with the unannounced mainline 3D Mario platformer. And you talk to him and he still thinks this might come out this year.
He still thinks it's a game.
He still thinks like, oh, there's a possibility that this is gonna come out this fall. It's like, okay, but
good luck.
Keep dreaming.
Keep dreaming. I wish I had his
right. So, like, okay. They just didn't announce it, Just okay, I guess.
Shadow drop a 3D Mario game.
Right. Then he had Assassin's Creed Shadows, got him 11 points. Pretty good. South of Midnight got him 7 points. Football Manager 25 was also counterpicked, so it's locked in there and got canceled. So 0 points. Then he had Rematch, so only got him 4 points. Just came out. The first Berserker, Kazan, got him 11 points. He has Mixtape, which we'll see if this actually comes out this year. Game does look awesome.
I hope it does.
But yeah, I would question whether that one's actually going to release at this point.
You don't think so at this point? You think like early next year?
Maybe. I mean, maybe it is one of those where you could just put a date on and it's coming out in 2 weeks. But yeah, I don't know.
Wait for the PlayStation event, maybe.
I'm not seeing it. Then Blue Prince, which was a great pickup. He got 19 points out of that
one. That's a huge pickup.
Yeah, huge. Then he has Witchbrook, which should be pretty good. I know people are looking.
Looks great.
Yeah. People like that game, like the look of it. And this is interesting. He has Marathon, but he can't get a free pickup on Marathon?
Or a free drop?
Yeah, free drop, yeah.
Yeah. Because they didn't announce like a date or anything. I don't know. It's still like to be announced. Maybe they're...
Just because it was delayed indefinitely?
Yeah, maybe there's some weirdness there. Maybe he'll have a chance to do it. I'm not too sure.
Okay. And then he picked up Luminous Rise, which is a great pickup. I think that'll be very high, yeah.
Good points.
And he has this Wuchan Fallen Feathers game. Which comes out July 24th.
Looks fun.
Yeah, I can't even remember which one that is.
Going with the lady with the arm thing.
Okay, one of those. Gotcha.
Yeah, one of those.
Then his counter picks for Grand Theft Auto 6, which is a great counter pick.
Literally the best counter pick anyone's had.
Combined with the worst counter pick. Because his other one is Claire's Expedition 33. It's got a -24. And I think that's a new record on ours for the worst counter pick in the history of this thing.
In the history of it, yeah.
Oof. It was such a bad... Like, why? What went through his head when he was counter picking that? There's so many better options. To be true. Yeah. I guess there were a lot of people saying that beforehand.
I mean, we did this at the beginning, like, I think we did the end of last year. We were drafting into this year, and like, it's like, we thought that game looked great, but it looked too good to be true,
Yeah, just such a weird one. That's too risky for my taste.
Me too.
So we'll see. We'll see how this one plays out. I feel like we're all pretty close here. It's kind of
I think
up in the
between
air,
me,
really.
you, Sloan,
Me, you, Sloan, Andrew, I'd say.
and maybe Andrew.
Yeah.
Nat could sneak in
there.
Yeah,
Nat is always like, oh, she gets some good pickups here towards the end.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe. Yeah, I do think Sims and Chris are out.
Yeah.
Sims, he picked up some other good, like the Luminous one. That's a really good pick. The Witchbroker one, that's a really good pick. But then it's like you also still got Marathon. Who knows with that? And then your counter picks are just gonna kill you.
Mm-hmm.
Same thing with Chris. Really, like the counter picks are just gonna end up killing him.
For sure.
I need dates again.
Yeah. Everything I have has a date right now except for the Marvel Invasion, which I think will get a date.
Yeah, if I can get a date on a couple of these indie ones and then pick up something good in place of God of War, I don't know.
Yeah,
we'll see. All right. Well, we'll check in at the end of the year with this. See how things played out. Certainly some heavy hitters in the rest of the year. Daniel, let's get into the rest of the news then. Not too much to go over. The PS Plus games for the month of July were just announced, Daniel. The PS Plus games are Diablo 4, The King of Fighters, is that 15? XV?
Mm-hmm.
And Jasant.
I think that's a great list for PS Plus.
Yeah, it is pretty good. It's pretty good.
Yeah.
Diablo 4 is interesting.
It's a big one. It's a huge one.
That was a big ass game. King of Fighters. I've never actually played one of those.
I played one of them. I think it was like one from like the 90s or early 2000s. Well, I played like an arcade cabinet of one of them.
Okay. And Jasant, I played a little bit of on Game Pass. Is that Game Pass game?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it must have been. I didn't buy
the game
it.
Looks cool.
Yeah. Fun little climbing simulator. Don't know.
Yeah.
Just have more layouts, so they need to help. Oof. Danielle, there's a rumored Nintendo Direct for the month of July. Interesting.
Yeah.
Seems like they're kicking everything to different months,
Yeah.
Well, it's almost like later because it's like they always go June. But it's like, okay, we're not really getting a traditional one in June now, unless they do it in like the next couple days. And then now it got kicked to July. It's like, okay, interesting. But I guess it kind of makes sense with the directs being off pattern this year, just because we didn't get the first big one until April. Yeah. So I guess it does all kind of make sense. In a weird
I wonder what we'll actually get. Maybe like a Prime date.
Certainly, we need dates for
the
rest of the games for 2025, right? I mean, there's a lot, right? There's that Hyrule game, Kirby Air Riders, like you just said.
All three of those need dates.
Yeah, Prime, of course. So all of those, and then maybe a tease for like the first big Nintendo game next year, if I had to guess.
They kind of have to keep it rolling. Right?
Yeah. So. Like, what is the game at least in the first half of next year that we're all looking forward to playing on our Switch 2s?
For sure.
I
would assume Next Level's probably got something cooking.
Yeah. Could it be?
I think their last
what do you think?
Their last game was was it Golf? Which would have been like 2 years ago, right?
I can't remember because there was a soccer one, right? Another one.
Well, that was
that before that?
No, you're right. It was Strikers was the last one.
Okay.
So that was still like 2 or 3 years ago.
Yeah, been a while.
So
you think another sports game out of them?
Or another Luigi's Mansion.
Interesting.
I mean, that was what 2019.
Yeah.
So
could see that. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what I'd be expecting. Yeah.
Been what 3 years since Fire Emblem or 4 years since Fire Emblem?
That's a good call, right? Have Fire Emblem very early next year. Yeah.
Yeah, like January. Which I think is where that last one was at. Is January.
Could we get a tease of the 3D Mario if there is one?
I would love that.
Right.
Sims would love that.
Yeah. Well, not when it says 2060, wouldn't it? Yeah, I don't know. It should be a good direct, whatever it is. Console just launched. It's like, okay, let's keep it going, keep it rolling. Fastest selling console of all time. It's like, okay, let's keep the hype rolling here. Keep it selling.
Smart about
keep giving people reasons to go out and buy them, right? You don't
at 2017.
You don't want to hit a wall here now. It's like you want to really just keep this hype going.
They only had Breath of the Wild, but like they had a game like every month for like at least a year. So even if it wasn't a huge game, if it was like ARMS or something, like they had a game every month. Like you were playing something new pretty much all the way until like 2018.
Yeah,
Like,
be nice if they can keep that going. I know they just put a date on that. I don't know if this just happened, but that wheelchair game got a date for August.
Oh, finally, the Dragon Drive.
Yeah. Coming out in like midnight. It's only $20. So I was like, oh, okay, that's not
that
bad.
makes sense.
Yeah. But yeah, I would imagine and keep it going into September. I don't know what you want to do in September. Hopefully Prime's there. Honestly, I feel like that's the
September would be
best month for Prime. It's either going to be there in November at this point, right?
I think yeah, was Dread October?
Was it? Yeah, I don't remember.
So I mean, it's a different audience than Pokemon, but like I don't know if they want to put it in the same month as Pokemon.
Yeah, I feel like if you want to keep the whole one game a month thing going, September and November are kind of both your best bets.
Then what do you have? Kirby in November, and then
Kirby November, Hyrule in December. Yeah, that would make probably the most sense for the rest of the year.
Yeah.
They need to get going with that Prime Day. Did you see the Out Now thing on in the British tunnels or whatever the fuck?
That's insane. I think they're talking about the consoles out now, but like understand what you're doing.
I like everyone taking a selfie with it.
Yeah. Oh, no, you look, Prime's out.
All right. Well, yeah, hopefully that's real. I would love to download that sometime soon. What is our last news story then? Little Nightmares 3 got a release date of October 10th. And if you pre-order anytime starting now, you will get a copy of the newly released Little Nightmares Enhanced Edition, which doesn't officially launch until also October 10th, but you can get it right now if you pre-order. It's okay, interesting.
It's a cool little incentive.
Yeah,
getting a whole
it's a big
remaster of the game.
Yeah, it's just interesting that it doesn't come out all the way until October 10th then regularly. It's like, okay.
Yeah, well, that kind of reminds me of the I think it was Infinite Warfare for Call of Duty. They had that like collector's version that you would get the remastered Call of Duty Modern Warfare.
Yeah,
you remember that?
Yeah.
It came with the multiplayer, and then people were so upset because you couldn't buy it separately, and then they had to sell it separately eventually.
Is that how they handled that? Wow, Jesus.
Yeah,
I remember there was one where you got like a HD Call of Duty 1 with one of them. And this is like way back. This is like late 360, I think. So yeah, awesome. Call of Duty has always been doing that type of stuff. Yeah, okay. Little Nightmares 3. Dude, have you played a Little Nightmares game? You played them, right?
I played 1 and 2, yeah.
Yeah, okay, cool. I should play those.
I mean, this one's a whole different developer.
Yeah, that's a good point. This is Supermassive, right?
This is Supermassive.
So Supermassive is putting out that and Directive Order 1820. And Directive Order 1820. What the fuck am I talking about? Is that the name?
No.
What is Directive Order?
It's just Directive. You're thinking of The Order 1886.
Oh my god, I am. What the fuck is the name of that game?
I think it's Directive and then whatever that number is.
Directive. It's 8. No. Is it like 8020 or something?
8020 or
something like that. Okay. So both of those are coming out. Dude, that might literally be like the same date. Hey, let me look.
Oh no. Why would they do that to themselves? Why would you do that?
Directive 8020.
Supermassive. What are we doing?
October 2nd. Okay. So the week before they'll put out one game and then the week after they'll put out the next. Okay. Interesting.
Man, they're going crazy.
Yeah, good for them, I guess. Shit. The 8020 game looks awesome though. I'll definitely be playing that one. But yeah, Little Nightmares 3. Coming at you then. Maybe I'll play them. Maybe I'll pre-order it and I'll play the first one and I'll play the enhanced edition. But probably not. Danielle, that'll do it for the news of the week. Like I said, not much news. Nothing going on.
Yeah.
Everything's kind of calming down from the big summer festivals and whatnot.
Yeah, we're going to just kind of start getting some games soon.
I know. We already are. What a summer this is, dude. Like, I mean, shit, we just got Mario Kart and a whole new console launch. Rolling into Stranding. So, I mean, for me, rolls right into Tony Hawk. July. Rolls right into Donkey Kong.
The Ninja Gaiden game.
Yeah, Ninja Gaiden at the end of July. Mafia beginning of August. That sort of C game in the middle of August. Then the end of August is Metal Gear. Gears of War.
Yep.
You know, all that shit. All right. Well, very good summer. Yeah. Daniel, we now get into what we've been playing. Daniel, what have you been playing?
Not much. just like a handful of rematch matches. About it.
Oh, what are you playing that on?
Just PlayStation.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, played. Yeah, just a couple, like handful, maybe a little bit more matches.
Did you buy it? Was it on PS Plus or something?
Yeah,
okay.
I bought it.
Okay, cool.
I bought it's only like $30.
Oh, is it? Okay. Yeah,
cheap.
I haven't actually ended up checking it out. How is it?
It's fun. It's kind of Rocket League-esque. Very, kind of arena soccer type game. It feels pretty good to play, feels pretty good to just kick the ball around. I'm not crazy about it, but it's something fun to kind of just play a few matches, I probably won't stick with it too much, especially I might check out Death Stranding. So, or beat the first one, maybe get into two. Yeah, I just was curious about it because I like slow clap. I love Sifu, so I was curious what they could bring to an arena sports game. I think if I played with more people, I would have a lot more fun with it. I am just kind of like, playing with randoms, but I've noticed like because last year I played a good amount of Call of Duty multiplayer. So this is like the only other game I've played multiplayer wise. People having their mic and like just holding it and screaming into it for no apparent reason. Happened multiple times. I've only played a few matches in this game, and multiple times since that happened to me.
I'm that guy. I like to take a ball rip right into the mic, make everyone listen to me.
I would rather hear that than somebody screaming into the mic.
I'm that guy. I like to play rap music right into the microphone.
Like he's just hanging out.
Yeah.
You're hanging out with him. Like, thanks, bro. But yeah, that's pretty much it.
Okay.
And I didn't play too much.
Yeah, I know you're playing your rematch. Yeah, I haven't actually checked it out yet. I'm not on Game Pass right now, and it was like, bunch of stuff.
Do you like Rocket League?
Yeah, I do like Rocket League. I like Rocket League.
I think Rocket League's a better
platinum
game.
in Rocket League. That's how much I like it.
Rocket League's a better game for sure, but
yeah, it looks a little
more
fun. This
might give you.
So is it like you have like a lot of like control over the player? Like,
yeah.
Like, does it almost feel like Sifu a little bit? But the director, no. Okay.
No. You could do things,
but like
some
compared
stuff
to
with
FIFA, it's like.
I am not a FIFA guy.
Okay.
I'm assuming FIFA
you never got super into FIFA
though?
for like a week. Really? Okay, I did once. That happened to me. I was that guy.
I know that FIFA has like decent movement though. This has like
it's fine, but it's more like you're controlling the whole team. This looked interesting because you're just controlling the one player, and I thought maybe that could be a fun,
there's like some decent stuff you could do.
The sports genre,
it's not as good feeling as a Sifu.
Okay.
Not even close.
Okay, cool. Sold a lot. So I mean, good amount thus far, right?
I put that in the Discord. I was pretty happy to see that thing doing like 1 million.
Sold the mill. Already has 3 million players with it being on Game Pass and stuff. So
good for slow clap,
Yeah, for sure. It'd be nice if that
hopefully
could
this lets
kick
them
off for
do
them.
Sifu too.
Right. Yeah. Hopefully, it just puts a lot of money in the bank and they can get to making a bunch of other things. Okay. Cool. What have I been playing? I'm playing a lot. Mostly Death Stranding 2 at the moment. I also played the Gears of War beta or Gears of War Reload. You had to pre-order it, and then you could get into the beta. And I was like, that'd be fun. I didn't really have anything to play over the weekend, so I was like, fuck it, let's just do that real quick. Only 40 for Gears Reload, which is
I guess that makes sense. It's an old game. Just
I swear to God, I've bought it for like $5 before in GameStop. 361. So I hopped into that. I just experiencing the novelty of playing Gears of War on PlayStation 2. It was just something I was like, okay, I gotta see this, gotta try this out. It sounds interesting. The lancer noises come out of your controller, Daniel. You like that?
Literally chainsaw me.
You like that?
No.
Speaking of talking to people on multiplayer, this game was the first time I've actually experienced the mic picking you up on the DualSense, and I didn't realize it was on, and then I just saw I said something and my mic thing went off, and I was like, oh yeah, people can hear me, but you could hear people coming out the controller. I ended up muting everyone. I'm like, oh my god, this is fucking annoying. Get out of here.
That's terrible.
So the interesting thing about this and what people are going to have to remember, and I wonder how a lot of new people that haven't played Gears are going to react to this, is that this is Gears of War 1, and you could tell it's Gears of War 1. It's Like there has been like improvements. It looks better visually, you know, and frame rate's great and all that. But this is Gears 1. You know, it's all the improvements that come with the Gears of War games and the sequels to follow are not here. You know, so it's like it feels the worst out of the Gears of War games, you know. And
yeah, it's a 2006 game.
No, yeah, and that makes sense. I just I wonder if this is a bad route to go with it, because this is going to be a good amount of people's first introduction to Gears, and I wonder if you're leaving a bad first taste in their mouth with having them have only access to Gears of War 1. I still think the campaign's going to be fine, but yeah, I was playing a few matches of multiplayer, and I was like, yeah, this is rough. This is I mean, a little rough.
Gears multiplayer, it was always fun, and like it was a good multiplayer, but it was never like I'd go there to have fun with friends.
Yeah, it's never been like a hardcore. It was never like Halo 3, right? It wasn't that.
No.
Yeah, but it was still, you know, and I feel like it got better as it went along. Like certainly 2 and 3 are much better.
And then you get
multiplayer experiences than that, right? And then that's where it really shines, is horde mode and stuff. But yeah, I was still having a lot of fun with it. It's fun shooting people in the face with that shotgun.
How did it feel
playing
great with the DualSense?
Fine, you know, I don't know. I switch back and forth so much to the point where like I don't even really realize anymore. Like I'm constantly, especially now with the, you know, I got the Switch 2 Pro controller, so I was playing a lot of that, and it's like I'm always just hopping between the three, so I don't notice too much. But yeah, initially it was crazy turning on my PlayStation and then booting up Gears of War. Like that is just a crazy thing where just a couple years ago that would have never been possible in my mind, you know. So yeah, it is. It was very fun from just that perspective. But yeah, it had crossplay, so I'm playing with a lot of people. You can see the little icon there. People that are on Xbox, people that are on PC, and all that. So
that's cool.
Yeah, it was nice. I was getting my ass fucking handed to me first, but then I got going, and I was like, okay, I got this back a little bit. I got the Nasher down a little bit more. I'm like, okay,
wall bouncing.
Yeah, get that down a little bit. I'm like, okay, yeah, I love King of the Hill on Gears, and then just running in the middle. But like, you got to run in with the chainsaw revving up, and you just immediately throw a smoke grenade in.
Feels so good.
It's like the biggest bullshit move.
I love it when you do it when you're like running and you get somebody in the back, because then he like flips it and then you put it
see,
right
that's not there in this one. Yeah, that's not in the first Gears. It's like
so
little,
you just cut him in
little things like that. Yeah, they even flip around, I think, if you're behind them, where it's just like, you know. So yeah, it is just like a lot of things where it's like, you know, and I don't even know how much I played Gears 1 multiplayer, if I'm being honest. I must have a little bit, but I don't think much.
I definitely did.
Yeah, I don't think I really got into the multiplayer until 2. So yeah, interesting experience. It's funny because like the maps are just embedded in my head, especially these maps, because they redid them all in the next years, you know. Yeah, they always did that. They always carried the maps over, and the 4 maps that were in the beta were all maps that are just in my fucking head of like, oh, I know this map perfectly at this point. It's it's pretty crazy. Like, you know,
the one with the street and the cars is the classic one.
Yeah.
I forget the name of that map.
Yeah, I can't remember now either. But that one's funny because in Gears, I think it's Gears 3, if you chainsaw all the there's like little like statues of people or whatever. It's some lore reason where there's like people like made into stone or whatever. If you do that, that one song plays, Mad World plays on the map on that, and I was like, oh yeah, I remember that, you know. I remember doing that stuff. But yeah, it's funny how that works, where I'm just like, oh, I've been here before, you know. It feels so weird where I'm like, man, I haven't played Gears multiplayer in years or been on this map in years, but it's like, wow, it just feels like a familiar place. And yeah, it's really interesting.
Yeah, I love Gears.
Yeah, me too, man. I'm looking forward to that. The reload. I'm looking forward to playing through the campaign again and all that when it comes out later in August. And then yeah, now I'm playing the Stranding 2 on the beach. Pretty far actually already, or farther than I thought it'd be. I probably put like, I don't know, 8-ish hours in already. Unlocked on like Tuesday, and yeah. So the first chapter was really kind of just reintroducing you to the world and reintroducing you to what you do and going over everything again. Felt a lot like I think it's chapter 3 in the first one, where like a lot of story stuff happens in the first one for the first couple chapters, and then chapter 3 is the first one where they kind of like let you out into the world, and then it's kind of like,
that being a really long chapter.
Yeah, it's very long. That's how this first chapter feels, where it's kind of just an opening tutorial. Let me teach you everything about how to play this game, and get your bearings and stuff like that. And, yeah, so it felt very much like that. It's really cool though. So you're in Mexico at first. I was like, oh, that's awesome. You immediately start off where you're connecting Mexico together, and I'm like, that's fucking cool. That's a really cool idea. I'm glad we're getting out of America. And then you go somewhere else too. I guess I won't spoil that for you since you want to play it. But yeah, so I'm having a good time with all that. Some interesting new things already that I'm seeing, like new vehicles, new weapons. Seems like combat's a bit more of a focus in this one. I've already been in like a few more combat scenarios than I even did in the first game, honestly. Like in terms of like having to get into an enemy base camp and then like, take something out of there.
Yeah, from what I remember,
like,
they
actually fight the enemies, and
they don't want you to fight because
no,
like,
yeah, exactly. In the first game,
bodies,
right?
Then,
yeah. In the first game, there was like almost no reason to ever get in a combat situation. Even if you did, it would be like very quickly. This one, a bit more of like, no, yeah, get in this combat situation, and it definitely feels better too, combat wise. Guns feel better. Kind of movement feels better when you're in combat scenarios and all that. And so yeah, I'm having a lot of fun. Not super far yet, but. Really like the different weather effects. I mentioned the sandstorms earlier. Those are really cool. Those are really my like favorite things from the first game, is like getting caught up in like a giant winter storm, up in the mountains somewhere. It's like those are really cool. So the more type of stuff you can give me like that, the better.
You getting a lot of musical moments?
Yeah. There's
how are those hitting like the first game?
I will say thus far nothing has hit as hard as the first few songs from the first game. It's there's been a few that have been very good, but yeah, thus far nothing has hit quite like that yet. There was one song that was really good and timed really well, but yeah, nothing that high yet, but still very early, so we'll see how that goes. Yeah, it's fun because you kind of get like a whole crew in this one now, of like just different characters and people you can talk to and stuff. One of them's the George Miller character who you saw in the trailers. Yeah. That one's so there's like this whole what do you call it, like social media mechanic in this one. I don't know why Japanese games love doing this, where they put like a fake social media in this. Japanese developers love this shit. And you can like someone's picture and shit like that or whatever. And
that was kind of in the first one. You could like people's things that they were doing.
Yeah. This one, it takes it a step further. But it's like one of them, George Miller's character has like this weird cat, and the cat's like made out of tar, so he's like made out of this like black liquid shit. He's just posting pictures of his cat.
Oh no!
Just like, oh, I'll like the picture of the cat. That's fine. That's fine. What a wacky game this is, while you're sitting there talking to a puppet that runs at a small. What is the frame rate of the puppet? Is he like 10 frames or something?
Yeah, it's hilarious.
Hideo Kojima's a fucking crazy person.
And then like in the trailer, like Fragile has that hand.
Oh yeah, Fragile has hands on her.
Yeah, they're like
so the hands, Daniel, are someone's ka is trapped inside the hands. They're ka, Daniel. They're in the hands. So it's like that's a person inside those hands. Right the ka. So the people have a ha and a ka.
What are you?
The ha is someone's body. So it's like this is my ha, and then my ka is my soul. Okay. Now your soul, your ka can move on to the beach when you die.
Right.
But your ha won't.
Yeah. That's gonna like spoil.
Someone's ka got caught inside those hands. So the hands are someone's ka.
Are real. So
it's the same thing with the puppet. It's the same thing with the puppet. His ka is trapped inside the puppet. So that's a real person.
So he has a ha that's wrapped around her is a real spirit.
The soul, yeah. Well,
and
it's not
full control.
It's trapped inside the hands.
Just the hands of that thing.
Just the hands. Yeah. Like and it's not real. The ka isn't inside of Fragile. It's inside of the hands.
No, I thought it was
the hands around her neck. I'm not entirely sure. I haven't like seen her take off the hands.
That person has full control, not her.
Yeah, that's actually a very good question. I don't know how like long the hands are. I don't know if it's just like a scarf.
It looked like it was a scarf.
Yeah,
I was thinking, when the rich people will put the sweater around them.
Sure.
That's kind of what I was thinking. And there's like a back bit.
Yeah.
Or something.
Yeah.
So the spirit has full control
of the hands. Her? Right. Yeah. That's not her moving the hands.
So why is he doing this or the spirit doing this to her?
Such a good question. And you probably no answer.
Never
you'll never know. Will you ever actually meet the hands Ka or the hands Ha, excuse me? Probably not. Probably fucking not. Or the puppets? Probably not.
A lot of mysteries.
Yeah. There's also a talking robot named Charlie.
He was in the trailer. He looked like a ninja or a samurai.
He changes his face, so you're probably seeing a bunch of different. He has like a hologram projected over his face, so he can kind of like turn into.
What was the thing in the trailer that was like a robot with a sword?
Oh yeah, that was like a red robot with a sword. I actually don't know what those are yet, but that was such a cool cutscene. Dude, this fucking robot came out of the fucking sky, and he had a katana. You know, the red one you were just talking about. Yeah. No words spoken, but
Sick.
I like walked into like an empty parking lot, and these other robot ninjas like tried to jump me, and then that thing jumped from the sky and then slashed them all, and then just looked at me, and I thought we were gonna fight, and then he just disappeared.
Yo, that's like Gray Fox.
Yeah. That's exactly what that is. Hideo Kojima, I don't know if we should let this guy make things, if I'm being honest.
He just predicts too much. So like I'm curious what's this game's
red robot samurai ninjas are gonna
start
take over the world. Sky. Yeah, falling into the sky.
Well, I guess it's over, boys.
Yikes. Yeah, that could be terrifying. But I'm having a great time thus far. Just walking. I
can't wait to keep hearing
delivering
more
packages.
About this crazy game.
Yeah, it's a weird one. It's great
that this game exists. I think I said that with the first one too when it was coming out. I'm like, I don't even care if it's good. It's awesome. This game exists.
Yeah. They let him do this twice.
Yeah,
twice. It's like okay.
Unreal.
Let's just give it to him. Fuck it. All right. Well, Hideo Kojima. I will be playing the rest of your game. Daniel, that will do it for the Nerd Gods podcast, episode 281. Thank you all so much for watching. Please remember to subscribe to us over at youtube.com/Nerdic Gods, and also find us available on all audio platforms. Daniel, anything else you want to
say? Yeah. What if I have a different Ka inside of me?
Like two Kas or just one that's not you?
Yeah, it's like fighting against me. Kind of how like Liquid Snake.
Sure.
His arm goes on Ocelot.
Yeah.
Then he's like fighting himself.
Yeah.
Like,
I forgot to mention George Miller's arm. His arm is trapped inside of the tar of the world, and that's why he can control the ship through the tar. Tar is like this liquid black goo that's like all over the earth. And yeah.
He made Mad Max.
He did make Mad Max. That actually kind of relates into this game a little bit. It's really weird because he's got
Kojima.
Yeah. He's got George Miller and Del Toro. Del Moro. How do you pronounce that guy's name?
Del Toro.
Del Toro. Yeah. He's got both of them now.
and he's got the other guy, Hartman. He's a director.
That guy's a director?
Mm-hmm.
Really? I didn't even know that one. What does that guy made?
Didn't he direct Drive?
Seriously?
Wow. I think, and then he directed that, like, yeah. I can't remember his name either. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's the director of Drive and the Neon Demons, and there's something else he did too.
Nicholas Winding Refn.
Yep, there you go.
Wow, it is him. Holy shit.
It is him, yeah. See?
That's fucking nuts. I didn't even know that. I wonder if he got Margaret Qualley for this one, because I haven't seen her yet. And she's big now, that might be hard. That may be a hard get.
Norma Reedus is bigger. I mean,
than Margaret Qualley?
I think so.
No. Now? In 2025?
Lea Seydoux.
Margaret Qualley's bigger than all of them.
I don't know.
Now?
Maybe. I don't know.
Now? Right now? I don't know. Maybe you're right. All right, everybody. We'll see you next week. Bye-bye.
Bye, everybody.